My wife demanded a divorce to avoid my debt, then sued for half my company when I sold it for $10 million. 5 years ago, I was drowning. My tech startup was bleeding cash. I had maxed out 3 credit cards to pay our rent, and I was working night shifts at a warehouse just to keep the lights on. I came home one night, exhausted, to find Sarah packing her bags. She didn't look sad. She looked annoyed. She told me she was tired of being anchored to a sinking ship. She said my dream was a joke, and she refused to ruin her credit score because I was a failure. She slapped a document on the table, a post-nuptial financial separation agreement. She had downloaded it online. It stated that our finances were completely separate. She took no responsibility for my debts, and I had no claim to her income. She made me sign it right there, screaming that she wouldn't let my bankruptcy drag her down. She moved into the guest bedroom and treated me like a roommate she despised. For 2 years, she bought herself designer purses and went on girls' trips while I ate instant noodles and worked 18-hour days coding in the garage. She kept the agreement framed on her desk, a constant reminder that she had insulated herself from my failure. Then, the breakthrough happened. A major competitor took notice of my software. The acquisition talks happened fast. When the news broke that I had sold the company for 8 figures, Sarah's attitude flipped overnight. Suddenly, she was cooking my favorite meals. She moved back into the master bedroom. She talked about our future and our success. But I hadn't forgotten the way she looked at me when I was broke. I filed for divorce the day the money hit my account. Sarah lost her mind. She hired the most expensive shark lawyer in the city and sued for 50% of everything, plus alimony. In the deposition, she sat there smirking, telling my lawyer that she supported me through the hard times and was entitled to her share of the marital assets. Her lawyer gave a speech about how a wife is a partner in every sense. I didn't say a word. I just slid a piece of paper across the table. It was the post-nuptial agreement she had forced me to sign to protect her credit score. The one that explicitly stated neither of us had any claim to the other's assets or income forever. Her lawyer picked it up, read the first paragraph, and his face went completely gray. He whispered something to Sarah, and her smirk vanished. She started screaming that it wasn't fair, that she only signed it because I tricked her. She threw a water glass at the wall. My lawyer calmly explained that since she had initiated the agreement and had it notarized to avoid my debt, it was ironclad. She had legally waived her right to my millions to save herself from my potential bankruptcy. The judge upheld the agreement in less than 10 minutes. Sarah got absolutely nothing. Not a dime of the sale, not a cent of alimony. She ended up having to move back in with her parents because she had spent all her own savings on the lawyer she thought would win her my fortune. I bought a lake house and paid off my parents' mortgage. The best part? I framed a copy of that agreement and hung it in my new office.